Baltimore City Gracie Jiu-Jitsu East Coast Certified Training Center. We're at the Super Seminar right here with my man Sam Fernandez, Gracie Academy headquarters, Nick Tissue, the owner and head instructor here at the Certified Training Center, and all my people behind me, East Coast Jiu-Jitsu family, come together for a Super Seminar. Today we did what? Triangle mastery. We started with that. We got deep into some cross choke mastery. We just finished our lunch break and we're going into the street defense mastery after this. But before we do, Twitter was blowing up, be honest.
It's crazy.
And what do they want?
Everyone's asking for this Roger Gracie breakdown.
Roger Gracie breakdown. Michal Pasternak, Roger Gracie, Polish, Brazilian, London, Poland, 1FC light heavyweight championship bout, 205 pounds. They went at it, first round, submission finish, and you guys know it's Gracie breakdown worthy. Besides the fact that one of the most accomplished Gracies is fighting, the submission was beautiful.
Oh, so clean.
Roger Gracie, classic jiu-jitsu. Let's talk about it, you guys. So the standing altercation, they kept the distance, they moved a little bit, they were feeling each other out, great distance control. Eventually, Michal initiated the clinch.
I know. I was
what were you
surprised.
thinking?
I was surprised as
Crazy.
You and all of our other friends.
And everybody watching that was like, no, you're thinking.
What are you
Whereas
doing?
Team Jiu-Jitsu was like, yeah. Come on in. So Michal grabs him. Roger gets like a tie clinch, throws a knee or two. They clinch. Michal initially gets Roger against the cage. He turns it. Finally, Roger's on the outside. Body fold, leg hook, takedown. Gracie combatives, beginner technique, beautifully executed, which is always the case and is always the case with Roger. The basics. Mastered is what it is.
Basics.
So he does that leg hook, he ends up mount. Right when they touch down, he mounts. So if I can mount on you here, right, just a little angled, he mounts like this and just beautifully mounts from because he had the double underhooks. He lands with the clinch here and both hooks in, you guys. Gracie Combatives lesson number 3, basic lesson in Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Hip pressure, hooks, and connections. Why? Because it doesn't matter how heavy you are. If you have put your hands near my hips, bump and bench press, go. It doesn't matter how heavy you are. If you just lay on someone, you're only as heavy as your body is. You're only as difficult to push off as your body is heavy. The idea of mount control is not how heavy you are. It's how connected you are. What's the best example? Sam's wearing a belt right now. Both hands grab your belt. Plant your feet firmly. Hold as strongly as you can and bench press your belt. Impossible! Now, if I were to untie the belt and place it on his chest, he would simply grab it and flick it off. The belt never changed size. Yet somehow, this actual black piece of cotton knows more about mount control than 99.99% of the human population. Isn't it amazing? Yes or no?
Oh,
yes or no? Yes. Crazy, you guys. So what does Roger know? Connection is mount. It's not about how heavy you are, it's about how connected you are. So right when he mounted, he put both hooks in, smashed the hips, and connected underhook, and then eventually got into here, head control. So now he has one connection up top, 2 connection down low. You're unbench pressable. And Michal Pasternak felt it, am I right? He felt that pressure. He's trying to move, he feels like he's trying to move a ton of bricks on top of him. Okay, and then what happened? Roger had this underhook and he started creeping for one of the most classic arm triangle setups. Head low, walk it all the way up. Once it passes, you extend your arm, you grab, you lower the head, and you hope that this arm travels into the pocket where you will trap and dismount and finish. But Pasternak has seen this book before, so when Roger went up and did this and transferred the head, Roger left his head on the ground, expecting Pasternak to do the amateur mistake of putting it in. But he did it. Pasternak stayed. And then he stayed. And then he stayed. And Roger said what? Okay. We got some knowledge right here. He respected that. You feel me? Like a good black belt gets deep into a submission and then gets it shut down and they go, oh, I see, grasshopper. Okay, and then now they know who they're dealing with. And that was what was happening there. Roger respected the defense. Pasternak got a point on the defense, but here's the only problem. Black belts don't give up. They trade up. So all Roger did was traded this model of his arm triangle vehicle for submission, and he traded up to the newer model, and it worked perfectly. You guys, this is so exciting. So now, Pasternak got punched 3 times, he gets up on his left elbow, like an elbow get up, but then Roger did the snow plow. He came in, monkey grip on the wrist, and he smashed. Now here's what's crazy, is that Rener and I have never taught this technique. He don't uses this every single day of his life. Plows everybody to their belly. Roger did it perfectly in the fight. So much so that in the last Jiu-Jitsu magazine this month, May issue, Jiu-Jitsu magazine, we taught the snow plow. It's in the full spread and breaking it down. So Jiu-Jitsu Mag just posted this. Hajar knew it long before, but for the rest of the world, it's in Jiu-Jitsu Mag. Go to jiu-jitsumag.com, subscribe, Gracie's code, $5 off a full year subscription. They didn't pay me to say that. It's just the issue that we're on the cover, so it's dope, so you guys should go check it out. Increase the album sales. All right, so we're back. So from here, he snowplowed, he laid it down, boom! At this point, he got both hooks in, and now Pasternak is in a real tough situation because it's hard to turn back this way because your arm is trapped and the hooks go in. So what happened is, out of desperation, he turned his hips and rolled back, but freeze! What does Hajar know? One of the most advanced and effective arm triangle setups is when someone twists out and away of a back mount. So he used the back mount to encourage Pasternak to roll back to the facing front mount, but in doing so, the elbow comes close to the face. But what does Hajar know about Pasternak's defensive ideas? Is that he does the north reach defense. But Hajar knew that if his head could connect to Pasternak's before the north reach happened, look, now try to reach the ground. Impossible. No, but that didn't happen. There was no tap.
There was no tap. It was nap.
Yes, which means we have to demonstrate.
No. Next time, guys. Next time.
So right here, I punch in. Here, Pasternak tried to turn, but what did my whole point of enthusiasm right now is that Hajar knew from the research that was conducted on Pasternak's neck that Pasternak is a north reacher, and people tend to follow patterns of success. And he was successful one time, but the second time he reached north, Hajar's head was nailed to his head. There was not even like a slightest gap of a north reach possibility. So he reached in, he had a gable grip lock, look, and Hajar was so committed to this that he didn't do the customary like walk away and drop your hips flat, because that would have made it possible. He did the knee to the hip, drop the north hip, feel the pressure on the hip. Feel how much tighter? The head pressure. So he dropped the north hip, the head is glued, try to reach north. There's no way. Come on, Sam, go for it all the way, bro. Just kidding. I'm gonna do that to my man right here. Wasn't that so exciting though? How Nick, come back in. Wasn't it so exciting how one arm triangle attempt and literally 30 seconds later, a second arm triangle attempt, but entirely reconfigured. And that's what's so amazing. Black belts do something very special, which is called take from every touch. Every single touch, grip, or encounter, success or fail, is research into the next encounter of similar kind. So that next time you're there, you can strategize your attack based on their existing response and defensive patterns. And it's so exciting to see that at such a high level, done by none other than our cousin and an amazing practitioner, Hajar Gracie. He has an amazing school in London. You've been to the school. How was it?
I've been to the school. It was one of the most welcoming academies I've ever been in. Shout out to their head instructors, Junyao and Bruno, and especially Hajar Gracie, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. I definitely recommend that you get out there and you train with them.
100%. And we're here in Baltimore, Baltimore City Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. For our friends who want to know, tell them exactly where we are, Nick.
We're in South Baltimore, Federal Hill, Maryland, located about a half mile from the Ravens Stadium, M&T Bank Stadium.
100%. Shout out to the Baltimore Ravens. If you guys can't tell, look at our purple mats right here representing on the highest level. It's the one academy where I give like the pass on the Gracie green. I'm like, all right, you know, Ravens purple, I respect that, and much respect. The academy here is amazing, you guys. Come in for 10 days free, try it out. If it's not the best training you've ever had, you can choke Nick out for free, permission granted. And if you're not in Baltimore, but you're somewhere around the world, go to gracieuniversity.com. There's a list, a very long list. It's currently of 119 schools, certified training centers offering the exact same curriculum. And here's what's crazy. When you join one, you join all of them. So if you're training in Baltimore, you go to LA and Torrance, you say, hey, I'm family, I train with Nick over there at the CTC. You drop in, everything's taken care of, and the lessons that you do in Torrance get put on your credit, on your card here, on your combatives card when you get back home. It's very simple. You're either on Team Jiu-Jitsu or, you know, you're getting choked by someone who is. So if you're out there on the fence about Jiu-Jitsu, you need to get off the fence, because once you join, you never go back, and it's a la Vanka all the way. When I say Allah, they say Vanka. Allah! Vanka!